Okay, welcome. So we're going to do this reading right now. This is brand new readings. So this is for January 26th. However, these are timeless. Whenever you are meant to watch it, you're meant to watch this. What we're going to do here is we're going to actually have Spirit determine what zodiac sign goes next. And actually, this is the first reading. So what zodiac sign goes first. And then after that, we're going to let Spirit actually do the actual reading, okay? So first of all, let's find out what sign goes first. Also, this is going to be marking off the signs as we go. Then something that you're looking forward to or tomorrow's readings, I'm going to actually do your breakthrough reading, which will reveal the shift that could actually change everything for you. I just want to show you the actual spread, if you can see that. So there's going to be, I don't know if you guys can see that or not. So there's going to be a pattern, your challenge, your breakthrough, and then your higher power and your future. Okay, so I'm not sure you can see that or not, but that's going to be tomorrow's reading. So make sure you guys subscribe. That way you guys can get a notification when it comes on. Okay, so let's find out who's first. Thank you, Spirit, Guides, Angels, Ancestors. I'm truly grateful. What zodiac sign should we do first? There it is. Dun, 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 dun. The moon. Of course, it's got to be a complex card like that. Of course. Like, why not? It's so much fun this way. So the moon card would be, gosh, it could be the high priest. Well, the high priestess and the Cancer, or also a Pisces too. Yikes. Well, I'm just going to go with what this one says, because everyone is different. So this is going to be Pisces. So Pisces, this is your reading first. All right. So like I said, we're just going to let Spirit call it out. Okay, we're going to go until Spirit doesn't want us to go anymore. So thank you, Spirits, Guides, Angels, and Ancestors. I'm going to actually change the camera bigger. There we go. Thank you, Spirits, Guides, Angels, and Ancestors. I truly appreciate it. I'm truly grateful. You picked Pisces. How come? There it is. So now see how 2 cards came out? That's how we're going to take it, guys. So the Chariot in reverse and the Devil in reverse. So this is telling me Cancer and Capricorn, but these are in reverse, Pisces, okay? So it could mean the actual card, or like a person, a Cancer, or a person, Capricorn, or it could just mean the energy of this card that is going to, that's something that signifies this, okay? So the Chariot in reverse, this is Cancer energy, like I said. So in reverse, this is like, there's something, you have lack of direction in something. Also, like maybe, you don't have like a lot of willpower, or there's like conflicting outside forces that are like, clearly there's conflicting outside sources that are like driving you in different directions, maybe, or 2 paths, 2 options, or something that you can't choose, or you're letting them, because you don't have a lack of direction right now, you're letting these 2 opposing forces kind of lead you one way, and then look, do you see what I'm saying? So the Devil in reverse, this is Capricorn energy. The Devil in reverse would be like you're breaking free from something. So if you didn't have that lack of direction or willpower, or these conflicting forces, this card is telling me that now you're breaking free from that. Okay, you're breaking free from something that is going to give you freedom from like a toxic restraint, so you won't feel like that anymore. Okay, so this is like a moving forward from, you are moving forward from a toxic cycle or something that's not serving you. Okay, so that's what that represents. And it could represent Cancer and Capricorn. To get it resonates, guys, a lot of Pisces in here. Thank you, Spirits, Guides, Angels, and Ancestors. I truly appreciate it. I'm truly grateful. There we are. The Strength card in reverse. What's going on, you guys? All in reverse, Pisces. What is going on? This is Leo energy. Strength card in reverse is like a lack of self-control or vanity, maybe no courage, self-doubt. What is going on, Pisces? You guys like to go against the current of the water, right? Am I right, or is it the opposite? I think you guys go like up the stream, which is, it is a lot of strength, Pisces, but jeez. So the Strength card is about willpower. It's about determination, focus, persistence, the ability to confidently stare any challenge in the face and overcome it. So this is not a physical strength, but a purity of heart and purpose, right? So in reverse, this is telling me that there's some kind of weakness here, or self-doubt, or maybe like an abuse in power, pride, or negligence, okay? And I do apologize, guys. My youngest got me sick. I'm so sorry. You can hear my voice. I barely ever get sick, too, so I'm so sorry for that, guys. So thank you, Spirits, Guides, Angels, and Ancestors. I'm truly grateful and I appreciate it. What else is it? What did you want, Pisces? Whoa, guys. Okay, well, we're taking them because we said Queen of Cups. These all came out together, so we're going to keep them together because this is telling us something, right? So the Queen of Cups, this could represent you. This could represent somebody that you know. It could represent a female or like even a male. It represents maybe even just the characteristics of this card. You guys take it as resonates, okay? So the Queen of Cups, this is water signs, which is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is your guys' card. The Queen of Cups in particular would be Jupiter and Cancer. Cancer again, guys. Okay, so this could have something to do with somebody in your life that's a Cancer, or this could also represent you because this is water, or it could represent somebody in your life, okay? So just take it as it resonates, guys. So the Queen of Cups is like, this card is Cancer's card, like I said. So this is like compassionate, empathy, nurturing. See that cup right there? There is nobody in the whole, like nobody has a cup like her. Like, and nobody like she's staring at it. Nobody really understands why. Well, because she's the only one that has that cup. And if you can see right here, she's actually in tune and connected to the water. Remember, the water is our, like our subconscious. It's our feelings, our emotions, our relations, things like that. Okay, so this is the Queen of Cups. Now look at, so Cancer, this is somebody holding on to something that is almost like you're holding on to something for a sense of security. Okay, so this is not good. So on the Tree of Life, this is the four. The fours on the Tree of Life are the merit of deservingness, which means that in our ego or pride sense, we feel like we are I always forget this word. Like we feel like we are owed this, right? Like we, what is the word I'm trying to find? The merit of deservingness. So like we feel like entitlement. That's the word. So we feel entitled to things in our life. Okay. So what this card is telling me, this is the Four of Pentacles. Pentacles represents earth signs, which is Cancer. I'm sorry. Earth signs, which is Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. Okay, so this is holding on to something that in almost a toxic way. So look at, so he's planted on these pentacles right here. The fours on the Tree of Life are merit of deservingness, the entitlement. This is either somebody's holding on to you for a sense of security, or you're holding on to somebody else for a sense of security. Either way, anything that's done that is not done with love creates evil or bad. So that's why the Capricorn energy is in this card, because he's planted on these pentacles, the pentacle's above his head, and look at how he's holding this pentacle right here. He's not holding it like this. He's holding it like he's wrapped around it, like this is mine, this is mine. Anything that's yours, you don't have to hang on to like that. So that is why this is Capricorn energy, because Capricorn is contradiction. Okay, so also, look at, anything that is yours will not leave you. You don't have to hold on to it that way. Look, he's crying. So this is not a very good card, guys. So the Queen of Cups, which could represent you, could be holding on to something for a sense of security, or something is holding on to you for a sense of security. Look at here, the Five of Swords. Swords represents air signs, which is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. These are our thoughts. Our like the swords, if you think about a sword, it's a mirror. So if you think about it, it's mirroring the quality of our minds, right? Fives on the Tree of Life are severity. They're testing cards. They're tough. So this is like the Five of Swords right here is like, see how he's got these swords, and look at, these people are walking away. Look at how sad they are. And he's like, haha, I won. You see what I'm saying? So this is like winning at all costs, or not. Somebody's walking away from somebody who has this kind of like competition, or like, like, oh, I won, you lost, haha. But like sometimes it's not worth winning what you actually lose. Okay, so I mean, that makes sense, right? So now this is the Nine of Cups. Cups represents water signs, which is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So this is your energy. See how he's sitting here? And he's got his arms crossed, and he's planted, right? So as soon as somebody walks away, or you walk away, then look at, these cups are above his head, right? So that means that he has come to the realization that what makes him happy is not anything that he can physically hold on to. It's something in his spirit, his soul. It's above his head, right? So that's what this card is representing. And look at, he's like, yeah, I'm happy. He's not hanging on to anything, because what is his will stay. You don't have to hang on to it if it is yours, right? You see what I'm saying? And remember, guys, nothing that in this material physical world can we ever take with us when we go. We don't. The only things that we take with us is our spirits and our souls. And that is why he has found that that is what makes him truly happy, is what's above his head, not what he can actually physically hang on to, right? So this is the Lord of Gain. It's very material. So this is Virgo card. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is not Virgo card. I was thinking about the Pentacles. I'm so sorry. So I do a lot of readings. So the Nine of Cups, sorry. This is the Lord of Material Happiness, okay? So this is Jupiter and Pisces. Your card, guys. Yes. Jupiter is expansive. Pisces. So this gives depth of feeling, okay? So there's a profoundness of soul. This is a wish card. So there's like an enormous feeling of goodwill. Your wishes are coming true. And it's contentment, okay? So this card is material happiness, meaning that you have to realize where your true happiness really lies, right? And notice that all these are above his head, like I said, and that means that his happiness really lies in the spiritual realm. That's where the real treasure lies. There's benevolence here, and you need to figure out where your happiness truly lies. And remember that there is not any one person or any item or any material gain that we actually get here that can ever fill any void, okay? It's crazy for us to believe that one thing attained can actually bring true happiness. Where the magician, this is the magician right here, he realizes that we can, with the nothing in this material physical world will ever make him happy, right? So it's his feelings and his emotions and his spirit and his soul. That's what makes him happy. See that? I like how they did that. See the difference, guys? And then look at this came out. So now this is a brand new energy. Something wants to grow, okay? So now that you've learned that, now something wants to grow, okay? Now here is the Four of Wands in reverse, which is weird. So Four of Wands in reverse is Aries energy, okay? So in reverse, this is like, this is basically like maybe you're in an unhappy situation right now. Okay, you're in an unhappy relationship. Well, definitely, because look at, okay, so then and this is a lot of there's a lot of not conflict, but there's a lot of like competition right here. So Queen of Cups, you or somebody that you because it's probably representing you guys because you're cups, but it could also mean who you're dealing with. Somebody's hanging on to something for a sense of security. There's a lot of competition here. Then this person realizes, like, this is not something that makes me happy. What really makes me happy is what's in my soul, my spirit, right? Because anything I physically hang on to is never going to make me happy, even if that physically hanging on to is a person or a relationship or money, whatever it is. And then all of a sudden, new growth, right? So you just grew. You just realized something. There's a lot of growth right here. You just realized something. And now what this is telling me, and the Four of Wands in reverse, is that there was an unhappy relationship or unhappy situation or unhappy, like there was like a connection, right? So now look at, here's where people trust in their intuition. There's the Moon card. That's what actually got you guys here because we picked the Moon card, right? And no, also this could be Cancer energy, right? Because the High Priestess, she has the moon at her feet. So this is like mystery, dreams, imagination, trusting your intuition, okay? And finding that light in the dark or the light at the end of the tunnel. And now look at Two of Cups, new love or equal, or if it's not a new love, because it didn't really say new love, but when you came to this realization, you started realizing that whoever this is that you're in constant competition with, you guys are both on the same side of that chessboard, right? You guys are on the same team. You guys don't have to be in competition with each other. And that, honestly, like that, and that's where that growth comes in, right? Because you're unhappy right now. Something has to change, right? So here's where this is like contradiction kind of. So there's a tame dog, a domestic dog, and a wild wolf, right? So, and then there's two, like eclipse and the moon, and you see what I'm saying? Like there's conflicting forces in here. You have to go with that light, follow the light in the dark to find your path, trust your intuition. And then this is what will happen, the Two of Cups. And it doesn't necessarily mean a new relationship, it could, but it also means that you can start now getting along. If it's not a new relationship, you can share equally your cups and give equally back and forth those cups, okay? Because that's what we're supposed to be doing, right? I mean, that's why the cups are there. Cups represents feelings, emotions, relationships. and we share our cups with them in our relationship, right? Okay, so that was that story right there. That was pretty deep. Cups, like I said, represents Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and this is Cancer, and it's love, sharing, wants to grow, a soulmate, a love companionship. Now here's the Queen of Pentacles that came out by itself. The Queen of Pentacles are earth signs, which is Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. This card in particular would be Saturn and Capricorn, okay? So it also could mean contradiction too as well. But I do want to actually get into this card, okay? Because the reason why I like to get into these, the queens and the kings and the knights and the pages, is because I feel like if it's not representing the actual person of this reading, it does represent somebody in your life. So I do want to get like particular with these kind, because you're going to know who I'm talking about as we go. And each card is trying to tell you something that either you can learn from that person or from yourself, if this represents you, right? So this is earth signs. Her key phrase is playing the hand that you've been dealt. She can go further on less than any other on the deck. She will work her fingers to the bone if you deem worthy of it, so she manages. Capricorn is hardworking. At her best, she can make anything work, more than anybody else could ever imagine, and she'll make do. On her lower polarity, she's drudge. She may cheat to get what she wants, or not even play that hand at all, okay? So she's very resourceful, she's very generous, prosperity, maybe even a high social status, very successful, very nurturing, practical. It might be a working parent or a female person in your life who is a hard worker. But this is what you need to learn from this, okay? So did you cheat yourself by going for less? The least expensive, the least suitable, or the less than perfect? There's great pleasure in sacrificing for something, saving for something, or even acquiring something that's just right. But sometimes it's the actual anticipation of that that gives you more pleasure than in actually having it, okay? So don't overthink, especially in relationships. Set reasonable limits and embrace what you yearn for. You need to cocoon yourself in spiritual protection. You need to say extra prayers, burn incense, light candles, enjoy things like dinners, movies. You need to heighten your appreciation for your blessings more with the simple things in your life, and you're going to come to realize of what it is that you can actually do without. Okay, and you know what? Anybody that's ever on their deathbed never talks about the big extravagant things, you guys. They talk about the simple things that brought them joy, like people playing outside or sitting down and playing a game of Monopoly, or it's the simple things. And it's when you actually simplify your life, is when you actually gain clarity and centeredness, and you start loving, like that Nine of Cups. You start to really enjoy and embrace life and love the simple things, because that's what makes us feel centered. When there's always chaos and everything else, we're not centered. We can't be. Look at this, the contradiction in this. This is the Nine of Swords in reverse, and this is the Eight of Swords. Isn't that weird? So you just went reverse on this, and now you're at the 8. You're going backwards. Well, that's what you guys like to do. You guys go up against the current, right? Up the stream, right? So the Nine of Swords. Swords represents air signs, which is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Nine of Swords in particular, this card is Mars and Gemini. Mars is a planet of chaos, destruction, upheaval, like the Tower almost, right? And then Gemini, well, Gemini's communication, right? They're always in their heads. So this is where, but it's reverse, which is good. It's odd, like I'm saying. And then you go to this, it's okay. So the nine, or maybe because you guys are right into this transition of, okay, I get it. So you're a 9, but you should be going 9, 10, but whatever. So anyways, the Nine of Swords in reverse. So this is like you're overcoming the darkness. Okay, this is like upright. It would be like fears, nightmares, anxiety, like something in your head, and you can't sleep because you get in your head and it goes and goes and goes. So this is telling me that you're actually overcoming this darkness, or overcoming this getting stuck in your head. Now here we're at the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords. So this is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius again, right? Swords mirror the quality of our minds, and 8s on the Tree of Life are seeking solutions. So now you're ready to seek solutions, which is great, right? So this is Gemini energy again. So this is where you feel trapped, okay? You feel confused. You're not trusting something. You feel imprisoned by something. See how she's around that? I want to read this one to you guys. I have the way that I look at these cards is in my own like depiction of it, and there's a reason why I like to read them, because there's certain meanings that I want people to know in each of these cards. So this is very important to me that I think would help. So this is the Eight of Swords. It's a mental suit, air signs, like I said. This is the Lord of Shortened Force. So it's a mental suit with astrological forces, okay? So it's Jupiter and Gemini. Okay, so Jupiter's expansive, right? Gemini is mental communication, Mercury. So this card represents a big lesson. It's very detriment. So Jupiter, like I said, is expansive. Gemini is a mental sign. So your thoughts are all over the place right now, right? So they're short and they're fierce. So this is what happens when the mind tries to do too many things. And this card actually shows the power of mind, where the mind is actually destroying its own power. So this card also shows isolation. If you look really close right here, see the blindfolds? They are loose. And the binds that are on her, they're loose. It signifies that she can actually break free from whatever's binding her if she chooses to stop thinking, stop talking, instead meditate. You need to recenter yourselves, feel instead of thinking. And once you do this, and once you recenter yourself, then everything is going to start coming to you more clearly, right? So you will wiggle out of these binds and understand that help is at hand. Isolation and being trapped in your thoughts are not so. You need to stop believing in your thoughts, start trusting in your feelings, guys. Okay? So those two cards came out. So you're overcoming this, guys, clearly. Please, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. What is it that you would like us, Pisces, and us? Ooh, that Ace of Cups tried to come out. We're going to wait for it. All right, the World card and the Hanged Man. This is your card, Pisces. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so the World card. This is basically the last card of the major arcana, and this is like the whole completion, the whole totality of something, okay? Like, and what happens is you're ready to complete this now. It's ready to come to an end. Whether it's being this thought process or something that's not suiting you, it's ready to stop. Okay, so now that's the completion of this. This is the whole totality of the existence of it. And you learned something here, you grew. That's the whole point of what we go through. We go through things to learn and grow. And now what she's doing, if you can see, she's holding onto the Magician's Wands. The Magician's Wands has all the tools that you need to get through anything in this material world, physical world, which is the wands would be like the cups, the pentacles, the cups, the pentacles, the swords, and the wands, the cups, the swords, and the pentacles. Okay, so that's what that means. So she's holding those wands because she grew. She learned something here. There's that whole force right there. Now what she's doing is she's looking to her past. She's stepping out of this wreath and to her future. Okay, so don't ever forget what we went through and because we went through this for a reason, and we have to apply what we've learned in our lives moving forward. And this is saying, don't ever forget what you went through, because there was a reason why, and you need to keep going. You're moving forward. You're moving away from all of this. And now this is Pisces. Nice, nice, nice. Pisces, what you do, this is your card. You actually will, the Hanged Man, he takes himself out of a situation. He hangs himself there on his own accord. The reason why he's doing that is because he wants to gain a different perspective of things. He wants to see things in a different light. He wants to see a different angle. He wants to see a different view because he knows there's something different, right? If you can see the way he's actually shaped, he's shaped in a 3. 3s are divinity. It's the divine. Okay, so 3s are very strong. And like I said, like the Gemini card, yes, there's a man and woman, but you need that third divinity in order to keep these two opposites together. Okay, and that's what this card represents. So I love it. Nice, guys. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, spirits, guides, angels, and ancestors. I truly appreciate it. I'm truly grateful. What is it that you like Pisces to, or us, or what is going on? They're calling the shots, right, guys? Look at Lover's card. What did I just say? There it is. Thank you, spirits, guides, angels, and ancestors. I truly appreciate it. I'm truly grateful. What is going on with Pisces? Right. Okay, so this, like I just said, the 3s, the divinity, there it is. Collaboration, working together. Okay, so this also means like either being naive, carefree, reckless. Somebody could be being reckless. This is earth signs, which is Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. And this is material, physical world. And you see these 3 people are collaborating to build this beautiful cathedral, because this could not have been built without these 3 people. See what I'm saying? But 3 is a crowd. And 3 of Pentacles. Or you need to work with people, okay? you're the person that this is about. Or this could represent, like, it could represent anything, you guys. It could represent people, a situation. So the Three of Pentacles. Let's see. I know it has to do with working together. So you need to work together about something, but don't be naive about it. That Fool card is what's kind of getting me. Okay, so threes, if you think about multiplications, these are very strong. There's three sides of a triangle. So three sides are divine. So the third is the divinity. So like I said, the man and the woman. The man and the woman plus spirit, that would be three, right? So the yin and the yang, right? There's yin and there's yang. Those are two complete opposites, are black and white. So what makes them actually relevant is that circle, which is the third divinity, right? So there needs to be a third divinity there, okay? So that third divinity combines is what makes the opposite sides together. It makes it divine, so it makes it relevant, okay? So if you guys remember the Two of Pentacles are two different opposite things, and the infinity sign in the middle is what makes it be able to go flow through life, because life is forever changing, and we have to be adaptable, and we have to be able to balance that, right, in our life. So that infinity sign in the middle is what the third divinity, and what makes it powerful, okay? So it needs that, it matters, right? It needs that to be relevant. So if you think about number of time, there's past, present, future, and there's beginning, middle, end, or birth, life, death. See what I'm saying? So the three... Okay, so the Three of Pentacles. Pentacles represents earth signs, but this is Mars and Capricorn. Remember, Mars is the planet of war, chaos, upheaval. So this is the Lord of material work. This is vision and voice. So there's great work. There's truth, confirmed purpose, mastering the skill, work, achieving perfection, accomplishing goals. Also, don't forget that you can learn from others and others can learn from you. See the pentacle on top right here? It's guarded by the triangle. Remember, the triangle has three sides. It's very strong. It holds up all these pentacles right here. And the three symbolizes successful teamwork, right? So it's a group of people. Different people have actually come together to achieve early success. It's implementing, collaborating with others. So threes, focus, fulfillment, peace, or mind, body, prosperity. So you need to evaluate what you are giving and what you are receiving, okay? Make sure there's an equal balance there. So successful projects require different inputs, skills from others that are coming together. Now, this is what kind of gets me, is this Fool card here. It doesn't mean that you're a fool. What it means is that you're carefree, you're carefree, or it also means like you could be being reckless. It also means like you're embarking on a new journey. Okay, so that's what I'm going to take from this, because you guys got here, and now you're starting to see something in a different light, right? And now you're going to start embarking into a new journey. And that Three of Pentacles is like reminding you that you need to work with others, because that's you learn things from people. You learn something from a person every single day. So that's what it's trying to say, okay? Thank you, spirits, guides, angels, and ancestors. Yeah, nice. Okay. Now, the Empress, the King of Wands, and there's the Two of Pentacles. Funny, funny, funny. Okay, so this Empress card is like a woman, mother card. It could be fertility, somebody's pregnant. It could be the mother of your children. It could be you are the mother of their children. Take it as it resonates. But this card is very beautiful. It's abundance. It's growth, okay? So this card could represent either a mother figure. It could represent your mother. It could represent a godmother. It could represent a grandmother. Take it as it resonates, guys, okay? So the King of Wands. I don't know if I have Empress on here, guys. I don't think I do, because she represents Venus. So the King of Wands, wands are fire signs, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, okay? So this could represent father, it could represent the characteristics that you're in, it could represent the baby dad, it could represent your husband, it could represent the father figure. You guys take it as it resonates, okay? But this is kind of like a signifier. This is Leo. But it could also just represent a fire sign. It also could just represent the characteristics of this actual card. So take it as it resonates. It'll make sense to you guys. So what I'm seeing here is that female version and male version. And this is where the opposites, and I told you that infinity sign is always to be in the flow and being able to work together, because everything's always changing. You have to be adaptable. And he's juggling these two cards, and he's making it in the infinity sign of actually finding that balance. This is telling me there's no balance. There's something here that is no balance. Now, the Empress is very beautiful. It's fertility. It's growth, okay? But now the King of Wands, what his characteristics are, it could be a fire sign, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is Leo's card. However, this king right here is very bold. He's very magnetizing, Okay, so he represents Leo. So his key phrase is controlling appetites and passions. Okay, so he's big capacity to enjoy life. He's big and full of himself. He's bold and he's courageous, bold and brave. Okay, so what that tells me is that he would be somebody that gets everybody's attention. Not so much, I'm not saying it's like he's like a player, but he's just like wonderfully magnetizing, right? So he might be a little bit egotistical or a lot of pride, or you know what I'm saying? And within these two, he's all about himself, being all about his energy, right? And she is this beautiful, empathetic, nurturing, compassionate person. These are two complete opposites, right? So this card is telling me in reverse that there's not a flow in this. There's not an equal balance. Something is off, okay? This two of Pentacles is not being balanced with the flow of life and things. And when that happens, it's chaos, kind of. It's not chaos, but it's just not, things aren't working because you can't find a flow in it, right? So the Two of Pentacles this card is Capricorn energy, guys. So this is like confused or struggle, weighing your options maybe. You can't find the flow of the opposite sides. That's exactly what. So, and then this King of Wands, this, like I said, that is Leo. And it's also like this person's like motivated, or this could also mean like fertility. The Empress is like a loving, nurturing, caring wife, material, an ex, a baby mom, even a dad, mother, fertility, pregnancy. So a card is absolute beauty. Okay, now look at how he's looking at her. He's looking at her like, I want her. Like, there's the wand, the growth. And for some reason, though, this Two of Pentacles in reverse is telling me that there's an imbalance here. You can't choose either between two people, or you can't balance the differences of these two opposites. Okay? Thank you, spirits, guides, angels, and ancestors, to appreciate, and I'm truly grateful. What else is it that Pisces needs to know, or what do we need to know? Ooh, Page of Swords. Okay, now, this Page of Swords are air signs, which is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Remember I told you that the swords actually represent mirrors, and they mirror the quality of our minds. Pages are like a news cycle. They bring announcements. They bring messages. Okay, so the page is actually like a Queen Junior. She's actually not at her, it's like almost, if you think about like a level of maturity, she's not there yet, but her foot's in the door, which is growth, right? The page is, you're there. You're in the court cards, you know what I'm saying? So it's not elementary anymore. So these are new cycles. This is a sign of a new cycle, and it belongs to Malkuth, so it corresponds with earth signs, which is Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. And so all these pages are earth signs, so they bring messages, announcements. They're a process of change. These cards are full of energy, but they're not fully mature as the Queen yet. Okay, so this could represent you, could represent somebody that you know. Take it as resonates, guys. It will make sense, okay? So the Page of Swords, this is earth and air. So it's a process change in identity, change of how you view yourself and who you think you are. So this is a mental process. This is the Page of Swords. It's dissolution. So solve is there, right? So you need to merge entirely and set free ideas and changes, identifying with your soul. You need to keep your mind young by playing as a student. So do all that you can to shift perspectives and see the world. This is your card right here. It's telling you, this card is telling you to do all you can to shift perspectives, because that's what you guys are good at, that hangman. And shift your perspectives and see the world from a new, exciting angles. Okay, so get clarification and point out contradictions. Capricorn's contradiction. So get clarification on things and point out contradictions. Every relationship is an opportunity to learn about others and to also learn about yourself. So some relationships provide a lifetime of lessons. Like I said, you can always remember what this has taught you and bring forth in your life that there's a reason why we go through these things. It's not just to torture us. We need to imply that or take what we have learned and put it in our lives. Okay, that's why we went through it. It's for our soul and our spirit. That's why. So incorporate what you've learned here. You can always look back on it, but keep moving forward, okay? So some relationships, they do provide a lifetime of lessons. Judge mistakes with kindness and affection. You're both learning, okay? So don't be too hard on each other. Read books, consult oracles, ask questions that cloud your mind. prayers of wisdom, patience. It can actually open doors to new insights and spiritual discoveries. This page represents someone who is full of energy and ideas and eager to share. It suggests a new form of communication. Nice, nice, nice. I like it. I like it a lot. Nice, Pisces. Thank you, spirits, guides, angels, and ancestors. I truly appreciate it. I'm truly grateful. Is there anything else you'd like Pisces to know? Okay. Yep. Here it is. And we'll end it with this. This is the Tower card. Yikes. Tower card is Scorpio energy. Okay, this also is Mars. Mars, when I tell you guys about Mars, Mars is a planet of chaos. It's upheaval. It's war. It's fighting. Like, it's crazy. So this Tower card is Major Arcana card. And what happens is, this looks like total chaos, right? The lightning hit this building, and it hit it right on the top. It's starting to fall. These people jumped out. They're jumping out, and they don't even know what's below them. They're just like, get me out of here. So this is the reason why. The Tower moment comes in our life when either you're not on your path that you need to be on, or you have evolved and you now are this building and you're very strong, okay? You're very strong building, right? So now you grew and insight came, and now you're a different person, which you changed frequencies, right? So now what happens is you are very strong, but you got stronger, right? And this foundation right here that this building was once on can now not hold you because you have evolved. You're different now, okay? So when you first went into this, you were, this foundation was able to hold you. But with the growth and everything else that came with this, now you are a different person, and now this foundation is weak and it can't hold you anymore because you're stronger. So what happens is the universe, if you're not on your path, or if you need a push, or if you know this, what happens is the universe now knows that you're strong enough. So what they do is they'll come in and they'll just strike one bolt of lightning, and it'll it'll tear this building down to its core and all the way down, so that you can actually rebuild this on a stronger foundation. Whatever is going on right here, you're a different person, and now you can rebuild this on a stronger foundation that is going to hold this building. Okay, so if this is happening to you, it could have, what it's saying is that if you start ignoring that frequency, if you start ignoring those signs from universe, they will do this for you, and it's going to come at a time that you least expect it. But if you know that that vibration is getting louder, and those voices and the time and like everything, synchronicities, and you know that it's time, you can do this on your own and when you're ready to do it. But like I said, when it's time, it's time. There are no coincidences, guys. There are no accidents. Okay, so this happens for a reason. And rejection is protection. Trust that the universe has your back and that they know what they're doing. And just don't fight it. You know, like, look to your past, but keep stepping towards your future, because now you're a different person. And if this person grows with you and changes with you, you guys are on the same frequency, they'll come with you. If not, hey, keep going. If you're meant to be, it'll meant to be, and they'll catch up with you when they're ready. Okay? Can't change anybody, can't fix anybody but yourselves. This is saying that the universe will step in and do it for you if you do not want to do it on your own. Okay? So, did you guys see this in the beginning, Pisces? Sometimes when things are falling apart, they're actually maybe falling into place. Okay? So that's what this is. That's the perfect card for the Tower. Sometimes when things are falling apart, they may actually be falling into place. And this one, guys. At the end of the day, remind yourselves that you did the best that you could, and that is good enough. So there is your reading, Pisces. It was awesome. I love it. A lot of, in the midst of all the chaos, there is a reason behind all of this. Okay? And it's the energies that actually drive us. And that's why when things get crazy, that's why we come to the tarot. It has nothing to do with anything else besides the planet energy and the zodiac energy and the energy that you're in. And this is to actually gain clarity of what's going on in your life and the direction. Okay, that's it. This is not fortune telling or anything like that. So this is why I do this. I love it. So thank you. If you have not yet subscribed, subscribe. And if you know a Pisces that needs to hear this, share this with them. And don't forget to cross watch, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Love and light.